what is up? We are here with our first ever video on the DS Blends official channel. We have the best setup of 2026. So let's get straight into it. You already know we have to have the nice chair with our blue babe cape. You already know we have to have the best. So alright, so to start us off, we got our DS Blends business cards, right? We always have to have a few. We give them out to the clients. We got our QR code, you know, Instagram. We always got to plug the Instagram account. Then we got our blades for all of our blades. Then we got our brush. Okay, this is good for the neck. We dust it off. We get all those hairs off. Then moving on, we have the two aftershaves. These are the best aftershaves right now. They're popping. We got the Tomb 45 aftershave cologne blue and the Tomb 45 aftershave cologne green. Then we got our neck strips. You always got to have the neck strips. We got our comb. This is really good for sectioning off the hair. And we got our styling comb. This is good for around the ears or that brushed back look. Then we got another comb because we always got to have a few. If we want really tight areas, scoop that up. We got our white pencil for that crispy line around the C cups. Then we got our brush. Always need to brush off the client. Make sure the client's not itchy. Next, we got these scissors. These scissors are hitters. These are 7 inches. They're long. They get all those hairs. These are so good. We got the thinning shears. These are good for getting every other hair in between. These are really good blending into that bulk. Then we got our little shears, Then we got our little shears. These are small.
What do you mean by that?
But good, and they chop like butter. Then we got a feather razor, you know, for getting that weight off the client. Then we got our 1 guard. That came off, but we got our 1.5 guard. We got our 2 guard. Moving on, we got our clippers. All right, so next we got our clipper. We got our Tomb 45. These are really good, high speed, low speed. We got here, we got a lower speed, and here we got a higher speed. We'll get a price display on how much the tools cost on the side. Then we got our Barber Pro. Close the lever, open the lever. This is really good. First ever clipper I had, super banger. You might be wondering what's this? This is a guard, a 0.5 guard. So when we're in and out, we're quick and efficient. You know, get the client in, get the client out. We're also trying to give a good service. Then we'll move on to this one. We got our Barber Pro, another one. This one's farther from the blade, so it helps us from getting into that bulk when we set that guideline. Next, we got our Tomb 45 trimmer. Super good. We might need to charge this later. Then we got our low speed. Then we got our high speed. Super hitters, good for those lineups. They're made backwards. As you can tell, doing lineups like this, supposed otherwise to this. This one, you got to flip it around. Then go with the gold FX. This one's really good too. Then moving on, we got our shaver. This one's really good. It's a double shaver, foil shaver, and we get clean fades with this one. We got our single shaver, Stylecraft. These are hitters. Super powerful, good for around the ears, for tapers, for everything like that. Then
Cause I have $30,000 in credit
super
card
soft
debt.
brush. This one's a little bit more rougher of a brush. Then we got our comb. We got our barber side. We need to have some on the station. You know, we always got to be clean. We got our shaving gel so the skin doesn't get irritated. We got our olive oil spray. Makes the hair grow nice. Makes it grow fast. You already know we get the clients back in and out. Then we got our water. We always need to have a water, but we always need to have a backup water. This one's super good. Atomizer's good. It's just in and out, just like that. You know, we're clean, we're quick, we're efficient. Then we got our black mask. This one's super good for that nose, making sure we get all those blackheads out, making sure the client looks good. And this one's more for a glow look, you know, on the nose, make sure they look good for the females. You already know, come on. Then let's move on. All right, so we got a lot here. So let's start off over here. We have extra guards in case that guard falls or we need a higher guard. We got the guards there. We have a little bit of cash there. You know, we always got to have some change for the clients. We got our blades. We got extra blades. We got cords for charging the client's phone. Then we got some clay, extra clay. You already know for the enhancements, we got to have some business cards. We got all types of combs here. We got for our curly heads. We got styling combs. This is really good for putting it on the on our brush over there. Gets rid of all the hair. Then we got our base styling powder. We got our niche man styling powder. We got clay, best clay out there, best sea salt out there. Really, really good. 2 of these are really good for the curly heads. We got our cool care spray. We open it up a little more. We got some cologne, JPG. We got aftershave. We got some holding spray. Then we got a few enhancements. If the client wants the line a little darker, we put a little enhancements. Let's move on. We got our mirror. You already know we got to have the mirror looking good for the client. We got a bunch of stuff here. Extra aftershaves, colognes, extra products. You already know. And then we have, in here we have a little bit of content. We're going to restock and put more of this. We're going to put like earrings, chains to make the viewer really pop out. This is like a little light, but super good stuff in there. Then we got our extra stuff. That's nothing too crazy. We got our alcohol spray in there. Then got our clips over here. We have our other stuff. Usually we have some towels, but I got to wash them because we're out. Busy day cutting today. Then we got some DS Blends merch. If you haven't copped it already, go cop it. At the back here. Hey, there we go. Feeling good. DS Blends official. Cop it right now. We're out of large. We only got 1 small and 1 medium and 2 XL. So then we got some combs. You know, if the client wants to buy, you already know we have to supply and demand. We have more guards. We have a 20 guard. See if you can get that. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 7, 6. Then we got our extra stuff. We got some capes. We got some gloves. You already know we got to have the gloves. We don't want to get those hair splinters, right? Then we got some extra aftershaves, a few cologne testers for the boys. We always give those out free of charge. Diffuser, super good diffuser. Highly recommend this. Good for every hairstyle. So, last but not least, we have a few things up here. We have a heater. You already know in the wintertime, we got to put that on. Make sure our clients are nice and warm. We got a barber pole here. Let the clients know we are legit barber. You know, we have the nice mirror. We have everything. Then we got our certification. We got some styling powder. We got some curling cream, more curling cream, texturizing sea salt, just normal sea salt for that beach hair. Then we got our clay. Then we got the best over here, DS Blends. We got the haircuts, 25s, beards, 10, etc. And then we accept cash, e-transfer, tap. And if you haven't already seen the merch, best merch in the game. Come on, don't play. Right. Comment below if we think this is the best setup of 2026. Without further ado, see you guys in another one.